Alright guys, how's it going? Today this lesson is going to be about how to play every major and minor scale all over the neck, right? This lesson is basically coming from this book, right? It's called Monster Scales and Modes, and back, I'll probably say about 2 years ago, I was having real trouble with my scales. My main problem was I never understood if, say, somebody was like, oh, here's the A minor pentatonic scale, right? So it's like they would tell you that, and then they'd expect you to go write a masterpiece, and I'd just be thinking, how does that show you what else you can play, like all over the neck? I just didn't understand this at all. And whenever I asked anybody about this question, they honestly looked at me as if I was like from a different planet. And I just, one day I went to like my local guitar shop, and I properly sat down with the owner, and literally the only thing he could suggest was this book, and it completely answered my question. So my point is, how does showing you one position of a scale, so you take a key, say C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, you get shown it in one place, how does that show you where you can play it everywhere else? That was my problem, and that is what I'm here to teach you. Basically how to play every major and minor scale all over the neck. And that doesn't involve me sitting here telling you how to play each different scale, because that would probably take about 10 hours, literally. But from this book, it has shown me that all you need to learn is 5 simple major scale positions on the guitar, which is what I'm going to show you, which then show you where you can play every major scale all over the fretboard. And not only that, every minor scale too, just from learning these 5 major scale patterns, right? So, let's get started. For me to show you these scale patterns, I need to show them in a key, basically, right? So, in this book, the example it gives you is A major, right? And I'm just going to go through each position once, because if I go, like show them a couple of times, it'll just take forever. So if I get a bit ahead of myself, just pause the video or go back, whatever. Okay, so this first position, just literally learn these positions that I'm telling you, and then I'll tell you exactly why you need to know them and how they are so beneficial for you to know. Okay, so the first position, right, starts on the 2nd fret on the low E, right? We're in A major. This is like the first scale pattern for the major scale, essentially, and we're in A major. Okay, so low E, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and then the exact same again on the A. So, and then on the D string you play the 2nd fret, and then you play the 4th fret. Okay, and then on the G string you play the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret. And then on the B string you play the 2nd fret, 3rd fret and 5th fret. Okay, and then on the high E, again the same as the low E, just 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So all together. Okay, that's the first position. Get that into your heads, and then next position. So, this next one, on the low E, 4th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. Okay? And then same again on the A. And then on the D, 4th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. And then on the G, same again, 4th, 6th, 7th. And then on the B, 5th fret, 7th fret, then on the high E, 4th fret and 5th fret. Okay, that's the second position. Right. The third position starts on the 7th fret on the low E, then 9th and then 10th. Okay. And then on the A, 7th fret and 9th fret. And then on the D, 6th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret. And then same again on the G string, 6th, 7th, 9th. And then on the B, 7th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret. And then on the high E, same again. Alright, then the fourth position, low E, 9th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret. And then on the A, 9th fret, 11th fret, 12th fret. On the D, same again, 9th fret, 11th fret, 12th fret. And then on the G, 9th fret, 11th fret. Then on the B, 9th fret, 12th fret, sorry not 12th, 10th. Then 12th fret, so 9, 10, 12. Then on the high E, same again. So. Alright, then the last position, which is up here, low E, 12th fret, 14th fret, and then on the A, 11th fret, 12th fret, 14th fret, and then on the D, the same again, 11th fret, 12th fret, 14th fret, and then on the G, 11th fret, 13th fret, and 14th fret, and then on the B, 12th fret, 14th fret, 15th fret. Then on the high E, 12th fret and the 14th fret. Okay? So, all of those patterns together, that is the A major scale all up the fret. So if you played all of those positions after each other, that is you playing every single possible note in A major. And if you're wondering, well, how do I know what open strings I can use, because all I told you was the frets. When you get to this position around the 12th fret, any 12, if you so here, so like all of that position, if you ever play a 12th fret, that's an octave above the open string, so that shows you that you can play the open string like in that key. So like for example, there, on the G string in that position, when you play the 11th, 13th and 14th, you've missed out the 12th fret, meaning you can't play an open G in A major. It's not in that key, so it's not allowed to be played, basically. But, right, so what is the point in me telling you these positions if it just seems like these are the positions for A major or whatever? The point is, these 5 positions are staple for every other major key. Right, so on the low E, your A is the 5th fret. Okay? So that's the root of the key, just starting on the low E, which is closest to you, right? So if I play this position, right? But say I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to be in G major, right? How do I know then how to play the scale essentially for G major? I don't know, right? Because all I've shown you is the positions for A major. But in fact, if I'm in G major or C major or F major, F sharp major, or whatever, the positions stay exactly the same, but they're just in different places. Those 5 positions still exist, but they're just in different places, right? So G major, right, your G is on the 3rd fret, right? That's the root note, okay? Right, so if you played that same position, right, that position again, I'll show you again. It was the 2nd position in A major by the root. Now if you're in G major, you just play the exact same thing again, but at the 3rd fret, because that's where the G is, right? So, sorry, like this. Okay? So that was basically a position in G major, right? So that's how you find the root of the key that you want, and you use that same position from the A major scale to find whatever key you're trying to use, right? And just like the A major scale positions, right? So this one here, the one that starts around the root, the position after that was this one. Right? And if I'm in G major and I have this root position one, you then play the exact same pattern after that position as what you did in the A major scale. It's exactly the same, but just in a different place. So this is the root position one, and then you got to the next one. Right? I just played 2 positions of the G major scale, and I don't even know, I've never learnt the G major scale or anything. I just know these major scale positions, and no matter which key, whatever major key that you were in, right, it's all you do is move them to whatever note you're starting on, right? So then, so this position here, let's go up again. So then you go to the position after that. There you go, I'm playing in G major, and I was previously talking about A major, which has nothing to do with it. But the point is, every major scale, these positions are exactly the same. So if you say you want to play in D major, right, so you find your D's here, right, and then you just play that root positions, that sort of like, yeah, root position, scale position, and there you go, I just played a position of D major, and then if you want to know where you are, you just then go down or up the positions. So it's like, this was the root position one, right, we're quite high up here, so we'll go down. So the position before that was this. Which in A major was down here. I just played the exact same notes up here as I did down there, but just in a different scale, because you're starting on a different note, so every position is in a different. They all go up and down in the same order, but they just start in a different place. So, like, let's go back to the start. The very first A major position that I showed you went like this, which is the one I just played. Right? And then the next one above that was the one that's by the root, which is A. Okay, so that was 2 positions. Okay, right? If I'm in, let's go back to G. Your G's here. Actually, no, let's give us a different one. Alright, B major. Okay, so your B's here. You play that root position one. Okay? Right? And then a position below it is that exact same. But just in a different place because you're in a different key. Right? And that's literally it. Right? If you have any questions about that, just leave me a comment and I'll honestly try and make this as clear as I can. But I'm running out of time, so for part 2, I'll be telling you how you use these to find out the minor scale basically all the minor scales. So this is how you find all the major scales, because literally those 5 patterns go up in the same order, and then if you want to be in a different key, you just play the same patterns in the same order again, but you just in a different place. Like say A major, your A is here, but in G major your root is down here, so the positions are just shifted 2 frets down essentially, but the positions are still exactly the same. See, I remember my lecturer, he told me that he played piano, and he was just randomly picking up the guitar one time, and he was just telling all the guitarists in the class how easy it is to play guitar, because on a piano the scale patterns are different. So if you play the C major scale on a piano and then play the D major scale, the actual physical pattern of notes is different, but on a guitar it's the exact same 5 patterns, but just in a different place, because you're starting on a different note, a different place on the fretboard. You're starting on a different root note basically for the key, right? So at the time I didn't know what he meant, but now I do, because every single like box pattern for like each positions for the major scales are exactly the same no matter what key you're in. So that's how you know, from just knowing these 5 patterns in one scale, you then know all the patterns in every other scale, because they stay exactly the same. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Please come back for part 2, because this is where it gets even better. Right, cheers for watching guys. I hope you had fun with this. See you later.